Welcome to GC Reddy Technologies. Guidelines for writing Selenium test cases. Say, in software testing, we have two important tasks, or you can say activities. Other activities also there, but two important activities or tasks in software testing. One is test case documentation, or you can say test design, or writing test cases, writing test cases. Next, executing. Executing means running. Executing test cases. See, in software testing, two important tasks are test design and test execution. Okay, before test design, uh, understanding and analyzing requirements, deriving test scenarios, etc. tasks may be there. Next, after test case execution, analyzing test results, reporting defects, etc. tasks are there. But these two are important tasks in software testing. If it is manual testing or automated testing. See, I think all of you familiar with this concept. Software testing can be done in two ways. One is traditional manual testing, another is automated testing or test automation. Okay, now I'm going to discuss about Selenium test cases. Selenium is a test tool for automating web applications. Functional test automation. Functional test automation. Okay. Next, writing Selenium test cases. How to write Selenium test cases? For writing Selenium test cases, if it is sequential software development, life cycle. For example, our company is following V model like sequential software development. Then uh, requirements document name, maybe SRS or some other name. Requirements is generic requirements. From requirements, we write manual test cases. Next, from manual test cases, we write automated test cases using Selenium or some other tool. If it is what is that one? Latest one, important, popular one, advanced one, incremental and iterative model like agile models. Why I am writing agile models? Agile is not a single model. It has several methodologies. XP, extreme programming, Scrum, etc. Several agile methodologies are there. Agile development methodologies. See, agile methodology is expensive than sequential models like V model. Expensive, takes time, efforts, but success rate is very high. Success guarantee. You can get quality product. Sure. So, in order to get quality software products nowadays, many companies are preferring this agile development methodology. Okay, in agile development methodology, user stories, user stories. Say in agile development models, user means customer end user. Like in agile development process, end user or customer involvement is there in every phase. Okay. User stories. From user stories, manual test cases. From manual test cases, Selenium test cases. See, in interviews also you can explain like this. How you write Selenium test cases. I write Selenium test cases using manual test cases. Suppose our company is following sequential software development using requirements. We write manual test cases. From manual test cases, we automate test cases using Selenium. Sometimes you only involve in writing manual test cases from requirements. Next, writing Selenium test cases from manual test cases. It depends on your company. In some companies, somebody write manual test cases from requirements. You take that manual test cases and automate those manual test cases using Selenium as an automation engineer. That depends on company. Another answer for this question, how you write Selenium test cases. Suppose in our company, our suppose in our project, we are using agile methodology. So from user stories, we write manual test cases. From manual test cases, we write Selenium test cases. Okay. Next, even though you automate your software project, manual test cases, writing manual test cases is best practice. First, write manual test cases and execute manual test cases. First cycle of execution should be manual testing. Next, second cycle onwards means regression cycles. You can use automation. For first cycle, you try to use manual testing. Okay. Next, prerequisites to write Selenium test cases. Selenium test cases. Prerequisites. First, editor required. Suppose Selenium WebDriver is there, powerful tool in this Selenium suite. Selenium WebDriver doesn't have any IDE, means no GUI. If it is UFT, Unified Functional Testing, competitor of Selenium tool, it has GUI. After launching UFT tool, you can get UFT tool editor. In that editor, you can write UFT tests or test scripts using UFT tool features like recording, checkpoints, output values, object repositories, etc. Or you can write VB script code. You can mix UFT tool features and programming features for writing UFT tests or test scripts. Observe, terminology may vary from one environment to another. In UFT is a competitor of Selenium tool. Both Selenium and UFT are used for functional automated testing. Functional automated testing. In UFT, we use term called test, test or test script. No test case term in UFT. Manual test case. Yes, in manual testing, the term is test case. But in our Selenium, test case term is there. Selenium official term is test case only. Selenium test case, correct term. Observe. Manual test case. Next, UFT test script. Next, if it is performance testing, for example, JMeter test script. Next, Selenium test case. Test case. See, Selenium test case, UFT test script. Both are equal. Okay, editor for writing Selenium test script. Why? Selenium WebDriver doesn't have GUI. Editor. For example, here you can select Eclipse IDE as editor. Eclipse IDE as editor. What is the advantage of using Eclipse IDE? You can write your test cases, Selenium test cases using Eclipse IDE editor. It provides editor for writing your test cases. Next, syntax guidance, context help, and auto compilation, etc. facilities. Okay, Eclipse IDE to write, just a minute, to write and execute test cases. Okay. Next, programming language. Programming language. For example, Java or Python, etc. What is the role of programming language in Selenium testing? Okay. We use programming language syntax for writing test cases. For example, if we use Java for Selenium, then we follow Java syntax for writing our Selenium test cases. For example, in Java, every statement or step should end with semicolon. Next, all Java keywords are lowercase letters. Java is a case-sensitive language. We follow that syntax for writing our test cases. Suppose if we use Python for Selenium, you have to follow Python syntax for writing Selenium test cases. And enhance test cases. Enhancing test cases with programming features. For example, if you want to handle data in your test cases, for that you can use programming variables. If you want to capture data from application objects, you can use programming variables, strings. Example, suppose if you want to conduct mathematical comparison and logical operations in your test cases, for that you can use programming operators. If you want to conduct repetitive execution. If you want to repeat your test case steps, then you can use programming, loop structures. Suppose if you want to reuse some code components in your test cases, for that, for example, Java methods, user defined methods, etc. Next, Selenium WebDriver. WebDriver is single word. It is not a dictionary word. Here, W capital, D capital. What is the role of Selenium WebDriver for writing Selenium test cases? Locate or identify or recognize elements in web pages. For example, Gmail link is there in Google homepage. As part of my test case navigation, I need to click Gmail link in Google homepage. First, Selenium has to locate that Gmail link. Gmail link is element. First, Selenium has to recognize or locate or identify that element. Then it has to perform operation or action on that element. First, recognize the link, then click the link. Click is action on the element. See, first, locate or identify or recognize elements in web pages. For that, we use element locators. Element locators belongs to HTML, hypertext markup language. So, for Selenium testers, HTML basics also required. Some HTML knowledge is required for Selenium testers. Using element locators, our Selenium WebDriver tool can recognize elements in our web pages, buttons, edit boxes, links, images, radio button, checkbox, drop down box, etc. Next, perform actions on the elements. Perform actions on the elements. For that, we use Selenium WebDriver methods. Next, testing framework. For example, selection of testing framework depends on programming language. If you select Java, then you need to select either JUnit or TestNG. If you select C# for Selenium, then you have to select NUnit. Suppose TestNG. What is the role of testing framework for writing our test cases? Using testing framework, we can create test batches. Next, prioritize test cases. Which one is first, which one is next? Suppose if you write test cases in Java class, it executes from first line to last line. Suppose you want to execute last 4 lines first, middle 4 lines second, first 4 lines at the end. Using testing framework, you can prioritize. Otherwise, computer program executes steps from top to bottom, left to right. Prioritize test cases. Next, group test cases. Next, execute test batches. Next, generate test reports. And one more thing, Selenium WebDriver doesn't have built-in object repository. For maintaining elements information in a centralized location, we can create page classes using POM, page object model. Selenium WebDriver doesn't have built-in object repository facility. UFT is having object repository. Using POM, we can overcome that one. And one more thing, Selenium WebDriver doesn't have built-in result report facility. Using testing framework, we can overcome that one. By inserting testing framework assert commands, you can generate test results. And one more thing, suppose I created one test case or 10 test cases or 100 test cases. I want to execute my test case using Chrome browser. Chrome browser. For that, Chrome browser driver required. You need to download for executing Selenium test case. Beginning browser driver. See, test cases are common for every browser. If it is Chrome browser or Edge browser or Firefox or Safari or what is that one? Opera. Test cases are common for every browser. Then what is the difference? If you want to execute your test cases using Chrome browser, create Chrome browser driver object in your test case. Then you can execute. Suppose if you want to execute your test cases using Edge browser, create Edge browser driver object in your test cases. Suppose if you want to execute your test cases using Mozilla Firefox browser, create Gecko driver. See, Mozilla Firefox browser driver is Gecko driver. Gecko. Chrome driver name Chrome. Edge driver name Edge. Firefox driver Gecko. So browser driver only varies from one browser environment to another. Test cases are common. Okay. See, these are the prerequisites to execute your test cases. First, launch editor, example Eclipse IDE. Next, write test steps using Selenium WebDriver. Enhance test steps using Java testing framework TestNG. Next, at beginning of the test case, instantiate browser driver and create browser driver. Then you can execute your test case using that browser. Okay. Next, one more thing. Sometimes we may face some problems for automating test cases using Selenium. Sometimes we may face difficulties to write Selenium test cases. That time, try, but don't struck. Why? One standard is there in automation. 100%, say, 100% test automation. 100% test automation, or you can say automated testing is impractical. So you try to automate maximum test cases, not 100%. Suppose if you are not able to automate 100% test cases, no problem, leave it. But try to automate maximum test cases. See, in interviews also you can explain like this. Suppose if you face any difficulties in writing test cases, then what you do? I try to automate maximum test cases if possibility is there. Suppose if there is no possibility, that time I may leave that test case. Sometimes manual interaction may be required. Suppose I need to write 100 Selenium test cases for my small project. 98 I wrote, remaining 2 I am facing problems. After some time, I can leave those 2 test cases, execute those 2 test cases manually, remaining 98 automation. Means 100% test automation is impractical. Next, one more thing, test data. Say test data or input data. Test data or input data is required for executing test cases. But test data is not mandatory for every test case, only for a few test cases. For example, login functionality is there. After entering username and password, if you click on sign in button, it will submit your login details and provide your page. For the test case, test data is required, username, password. Next, another scenario. Suppose in Google homepage, Gmail link is there. After clicking this Gmail link, it has to redirect to Gmail homepage. From Google homepage to Gmail homepage. You need to verify that one. For that, test data not required. To check that redirect functionality, test data is not required. Next, to check or to verify login functionality, test data is required. Okay. Final. Test data is not required for all test cases, only for some test cases. Next, positive and negative test cases. Say, the completeness of software testing is positive and negative testing. You observe, for every requirement, only one positive scenario, but multiple negative scenarios. Meaning, negative testing is bigger than positive testing. But the completeness of software testing is positive and negative testing. Say, for positive testing, we use valid input. For negative testing, we use invalid input. Invalid input. Okay. Suppose if you use valid username and valid password, it will provide your login page. If you use invalid username and password, definitely it will show error. It won't provide your login page. Okay. Usually we use, generally we use valid input for positive testing, invalid input for negative testing. Suppose in your test case, no test data, that time you can't give invalid input. That time you may use incorrect expected for negative testing, correct expected for positive testing, incorrect expected for negative testing. Next, batch testing. Batch testing means executing series of test cases or group of test cases. It is not a test type. It is an arrangement. Say, not only Selenium. You take any test automation tool like UFT, RFT, Silk Test, Selenium. They support batch testing. Batch testing is the one of the advantage of automated testing. We can create test batches. Tool can execute test batches, means series of test cases without human user interaction. Okay, batch testing. Next, data driven testing. You can write data driven test cases by using Excel or text file as test data file resource. If it is manual testing, for each and suppose you need to conduct data driven testing for login functionality, 20 sets of usernames and 20 sets of test data, 20 usernames and 20 passwords. You can conduct 20 iterations for login functionality, but for each and every test iteration, user means tester interaction is mandatory. If it is automated testing, take test data file, Excel file, for example, write test case, connect test data file to the test case, then tool can iterate multiple times without user interaction and provide test results. So data driven testing also one of the advantage of automated testing over manual testing. Next, Selenium supports browser compatibility testing. It supports various browsers now. You can execute your test cases against various browsers. Next, you can conduct database testing using Selenium. See, Selenium doesn't support external databases directly. Using programming language support. Suppose if you are using Java, Java can communicate with databases using JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Okay, using programming languages, you can Selenium WebDriver can communicate with databases. If it is Java or Python or C#, they can communicate with databases. See, this is the brief introduction about writing Selenium test cases. Once again, I am telling, important tasks in software testing are test design and test execution. So in these two also, if it is automated testing, test cases is more important than test execution. If it is manual testing, for test case execution also, human user means tester interaction is required. Suppose launch browser, user has to launch the browser, navigate to so and so URL, enter username, enter password, click login button. For every step, user interaction is required in manual testing. If it is automated testing, once you write test cases, then just click run command, click run, then tool can execute your test case continuously without human user interaction. But for writing test case, code required. Why? Say, for writing automated test cases, human user interaction is mandatory. Tool can provide necessary arrangements, but tester has to instruct the tool. So for writing automated test cases, tester interaction is mandatory. Tester has to guide the test tool. But for execution, tester interaction optional. It can execute quickly. Thank you.